So I just got back from the dentist, so if I say something that doesn't make any sense, I blame it on that. Hey, it's Bricktsar, and I'm going to be doing a haul, but before we do that, my mouth's still a little numb. Children, brush your teeth, floss every day. Only floss the teeth that you want to keep, or you'll be like me. All right, so I got a haul. It's actually right here. You can't see it right now. It's from Lego. This is like, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying here. Okay, so I want to do a quick update on a couple of things. First of all, Saturday, which is, if you're watching this before Saturday, what's today, Wednesday, 14. Tomorrow's Pi Day, by the way, 3/14. That's Pi Day, and I don't have anything special for Pi Day. I wanted to do something special for Pi Day, but I don't have time to, so there's not going to be a special Pi Day video. Maybe I can put a circle of track, and anyway, that's Pi Day tomorrow. So the 15th is Thursday, 16th, the 16th, Saturday. LJ Johnson is going to interview a guy named Bricktsar, which I think is me. So that's on Saturday. I think it's at 5. I think that's going to be live. I don't think he films it, and then I think it's all live. So you can submit questions to him on Twitter. I need to remember if I followed him. I got to make sure. Remind me to make sure I'm following LJ Johnson. It's ELJAY. Johnson is JOHNSEN. And I've actually gone back and watched a few of his podcasts that he does, and they're actually very good. So check them out. He's into the construction side of Lego collecting. Bionicle used to be associated with it. 3 Virtue people. But anyway, that's Saturday, and there's also a train show Saturday. So I'm going to be going to the train show and then rushing home so I can be ready for the podcast with LJ. All right, and then, I got a letter. Actually, it's an email from Barry, a.k.a. Audiotron1003. He's been actually following the channel a really long time, and he's like me. He's an AFOL, likes vintage Lego. So let me get this email, and I'm going to talk about it. If you don't know Audiotron1003, he has ordered from us a few times. I think we've actually done Pablo's with him, and he's been following the channel a really, 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 really long time.
No, a long time. Long time.
And he's been working on some mocks that he incorporated things into those mocks. For instance, he saw some micro figures in a previous Pablo, and he ended up ordering some micro figures from my store to go into a mock that he was working on. And that's really cool to see people get inspired by seeing the other things that people buy and say, oh, I want to get that, and I got an idea for how I could use that. So pretty cool. So I'm going to read the letter. It really made my day. It's actually an email, but same thing as a letter, right? And so this is to Joseph. That's me, by the way. He says, once upon a time, a small boy like me dreamt of a Lego library where the whole wall of sets, but could buy more than just the smallest sets. So he dreamt of being able to have a huge collection, but he could only buy small sets. Wait a minute, who's that sound like? Oh yeah, that's me. I was just like that. It says, moving forward past the dark years, I went back to the old hobby and built my dream. I own over 200 sets from giants like Ninjago City to minifigures. Some vintage, some up to date, but all loved. He says, I achieved my dream now, and to help me decide on some of the sets, I went onto YouTube to gain knowledge and ideas as to what to buy. I subbed to Jang Bricks for reviews and others like him. I subbed to your channel as it is lighthearted and had less seriousness than Jang. You often show the history and the heart in the Lego world that is missing today. I also became inspired to build my channel, both to, in the early days, document my mocks and share my hobbies. Or my hobby. My channel has heart and honesty like yours, but not nearly as much coverage or subscribers. But that doesn't matter, as it's about being part of the community. It means something to appear on your channel, and that is why I include you in mine. The SIG bricks you sent will and are being used in my mini and micro figure collection. The other inspiration is the collection of 2x4 Duplo color chart brick towers. So here's to you, Bricktsar. And here's to you, Audiotron 1003. I really appreciate those kind words, and I think you inspire me, and people that buy from me or share their ideas with me that are building their own ideas. That should inspire me, because that is the one thing that's missing from my channel, is the creativity and the mocks. It's not that I don't want to do those things, it's that I haven't done them justice, and I can get inspired from seeing the things that other people have made, and that's probably going to be a 2020 goal, is to work on building more of my own creations. Now, of all the things he said, I think the thing that I really appreciate and like that he said about me is the heart of what this channel is about, what the heart of how I as a person want to be. He said, you often show the history and the heart in the Lego world that is missing today. So I love history, and I know a lot of times the new generation, they're not as much interested in history, and this is no more evident than if you've watched any of the Lego Inside Tour vault collections, like where they go into the vault. Every single video I've seen of anybody that has gone into the vault, they've totally glossed over the only section that I want to look at, and that is the section of everything made like before 1972 or 1974. That area, all the stuff in the 60s, nobody's interested in it, but I am. And I hope I share that with you. And I know that when I show those vintage sets that not everybody's going to like them, but you can appreciate them from the sense that Lego's come a long way since the early days. And so that's, history of Lego, that's what I'm about. Without getting into like some of the nitpicky nuances of it, I just like Lego history and where the company came from and how it's improved over the years. And the other thing is the humor. Now, obviously, I'm not a comedian, and sometimes the things I do come across the wrong way. I like comedy, like Buster Keaton style comedy. I do laugh at my own jokes, which isn't Buster Keaton style, but one of the funniest videos I ever made to me was the 2x4 red brick, where I kept a straight face through the whole thing. That's what you got to do. I like straight face humor. Try to do it, but I don't always succeed. But I don't take myself seriously, and I hope that comes across. And I know that turns off maybe potential viewers, especially if they're new to the channel and perhaps they're wanting to look at a set to decide whether or not to get it for their child. And they see me and they're like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And I was like, okay, you're probably right in a lot of those cases. I probably didn't build it right, but you know what? A kid doesn't care if the set is built correctly. They just want to have fun and play with it, and sometimes just take it apart and build whatever they want to out of it, so that's okay. But that's what that made my day, Barry, Audiotron. So we can be inspired by each other. And that's what's great about this community here on YouTube. So thank you so much for sending that note. I'll try to remember to put a link to Barry, Audiotron 1003, in the comments below, where you can see these things that he built using some of the parts that he bought from the Bricklink store. Well, let's get to the haul now. So here is my package from Lego. Uh-oh. It broke. It broke. It's got a dent. And the box is dented. Oh well. Alright, so that probably got damaged in shipping. I'm guessing the way that is, it's like it might have hit against a screw or something sticking out of the sidewall of a truck. I don't know. Well, let's see what we got in here. What does we got? Oh yeah. Alright, so Lego had a promotion where you could get a free item, and I finally went and got this to get the free item. And you actually got two free items, but it's the Vestas. Oh, you can't even see it. It's too big come off the tripod. The Vestas windmill, and if you don't know, I have the original Vestas windmill, and the box was much bigger than this one, I think. I've folded my box down for the other one, but this is very similar to the original Vestas windmill. It's just got a few little minor updates, and it's been so long since I built the other one. There may be more updates than what I'm thinking, but it does have plants from plants, so that's different. I think it's got a lot of the same power functions elements. But anyway, where was the dent? I saw a dent. Where was the dent? Did I turn this thing sideways? Oh, that's weird. I could have sworn it had a dent in it. Odd. I guess the box is okay. There it is. It actually looked worse from the outside of the box than once you got it out, so it's really not that noticeable. Wait a minute, they didn't give me a receipt. Usually you get a receipt. All right, so we got the free minifigure thing here, Marvel Superheroes, which apparently would have been like a Toys R Us thing, but now they're having to find other ways to do these promotions. So that's pretty cool. It's like we got Tony Stark and is that Bucky? I don't know who. Iron Man and hold on. Is it the guy from Doctor Strange? I think so. Anyway, I don't know their names. And there's another. Okay, so I didn't even order the Ford thing, but I got the Ford Mustang VIP keychain. That's interesting. I thought you had to order the Mustang, but got 2 freebies to go with that. So, nice. Right, so that is the little haul here. Finally got the Vestas windmill. So, thanks everybody who's been watching my videos and been hopefully entertained, hopefully occasionally learned something. And if you do appreciate that and you haven't already, please subscribe. But if not, that's okay too. But if you watch this long, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video, which will probably be tomorrow at 7. Bye.